Hey guys, HandBananaPvP here with a very special video for you today. I got the privilege of being able to go on the PTR test server and test out these epic doctrines that might be, not definite, added into the my.games version of the game, the version that I play. These are the doctrines that are on some of the other versions of the game, like the Frontier version. They're unit-specific doctrines, such as the one that Evo just used on me in this clip. He put the ability to charge on his Braccio pikes. That's just one of many doctrines that we're going to go over here just shortly. We did a bunch of testing with these doctrines, and we're going to go over that as well. I'm going to show you every single doctrine that I was given to test. I don't know if these are definitely being added into the game. It is still up in the air, but the fact that I'm testing them on this test server, I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. So let's get into that here. So first we're going to go over here all the doctrines I was given to test. 110 armor penetration doctrines. That's really cool. I think the blue ones are 95. The damage doctrines go up to 90. And then we have the piercing or all the defense doctrines go up to 105. And all around health doctrine that goes up to 360. So you can put that on any unit. Increases labor by 0.5. Unit can heal anywhere in the world at any time. Reduces food consumption. Damage increases in field battles and siege battles by 100. And then next up here we have the Barber Surgeon's Doctrine, which is not really useful. Blunt defense, slashing defense, we already went over that, goes up to 105. And then here we have the Epic Assassination Doctrine and the Breakthrough. I think that's really cool. It goes up to 125 and 115. You have the Sprint Doctrine that can be used on any unit. Some sword and shield doctrines here. You got like the slashing damage, blunt damage, reduces charge cooldown, charge damage. You also have Ironsides, which is huge, increases their defenses by 150. You have like some spear doctrines, block increases, block recovery, increase more block. Javelin doctrine for the block break. Also a javelin doctrine for more damage, even more damage. You have the polearm doctrine here for the increase to give them the charge. A braced weapons doctrine, so for units like Braccios and stuff, they can have a stun. Regeneration for spears, so your Stalwarts could have a heal, which is insane. You got some other archer doctrines here, which, I mean, the archer doctrines are not that amazing, to be honest, but that's fine. I really don't like using archers, and I mean, the only one that's really good here probably is Arrow Rain. You can put that on your Namcans and just rain hell on everyone. You also got like the Pavise one there that increases ammo. The Firearm Doctrine, you can put this on your Tercios. As the Tercios, if these are added into the game, Tercios should be a really good unit again, because it gives them like accuracy and rate of fire. You also have the double shot that unlocks for Pavise. We're going to get to all these in a little while as I tested out these ones. We also have like melee cavalry doctrine, lance cavalry increase doctrine. This one's huge, reduces damage taken while charging by 40% and reduces charge cooldown. Then you have these mounted archery doctrines, which really aren't worth a crap, really, because you don't really have any mounted archer units that are really worth bringing, and that stays the same even with these doctrines. But let's get into the testing here, and we're gonna see, like, I tested all of the current meta units, or as many as I could, all the meta ones, and then the ones that I know of on the other versions of the game with these doctrines become a good unit, such as Tercio. So let's get into that here. First up here for testing, guys, is the Winged Hussars, the horses of Yeet themselves. For doctrines on the Winged Hussars for these tests, I put a sprint doctrine on them because when they are sprinting, it boosts their speed up to a staggering 9.5. On the bottom line, these guys are on the bottom line. Reduces damage taken while charging by 40%. Reduces charge cooldown by 10 seconds. An epic piercing defense and a epic lance doctrine to increase their charge damage, because this unit is all about the charge. As you guys know, I've done a couple guides on these guys and I love the unit. We are going to charge these guys into Evo's Stalwarts and his Braccios. So let's see how they fare here.
So what I'm going to do is I put the sprint doctrine on these guys so it really boosts their speed up. I'm going to, actually, if you wouldn't mind moving them over slightly to the right, your right, just so I don't get hung up on this rock here. I don't know if it would or not, but yeah, right there should be good. So I'm going to try to get them as tight in a bunch as I can. and then hit the sprint, and then hit the charge. Maybe do the line formation here, see if I can get them to cooperate. There's a sprint.
Yeah, this is going to go badly for my Stalwarts. Got about 3 hits off.
Well, let's see. I'll X them over there and see if Stalwarts do anything else to him. Because that was the charge damage reduction. Oh yeah, they just cleaned them up quick.
I mean, they barely even hit. They hit for like 300 damage, isn't it?
Interesting.
Let me grab the filter brushes.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the. Oh, do you want me to charge them into them as well?
Yeah, do that. See what
Okay.
happens.
Yeah, and then maybe we could do like a reset, and we'll do this.
Yeah,
Pavise.
it takes too long to load these things. It doesn't.
That looks good though on them, anyways. I mean, they usually do kill Stalwarts, but that was really
Yeah,
that really
really
cleaned them up. Let's see. Let's put this off to the side. Try to do it the same way. Line them up over there.
Yeah,
I mean,
largely works. I lost
I mean, so how many did you lose there?
11.
11. Okay. Sounds good. Normally, the 40% damage reduction definitely helped because normally they just die. The Hussars would just get smoked, so that's interesting.
Right, yes, it does help them.
So next up here for testing, guys, we have the Symmachean Stalwarts. For Doctrines on them, I put the increased block by 250 and the block recovery by 200. The other Doctrine that just increases their block by 400, that is so much block, it's insane. This other Epic Spear Doctrine that increases all defenses by 100. And this one is the most important one in my opinion. Unlocks regeneration, restores 150 health every second for 10 seconds. Stalwarts with a heal, or any other spear unit with a heal, that is just crazy. And then you have the Epic Breakthrough, which I put on here as well. In this test, we are going to be putting these Symmachean Stalwarts against the Symmachean Paladins, as well as Condo Guards.
There it is. I'll move back a little.
Just so we can see if Stalwarts are now better or worse.
Want me to hit the heal too?
So that's significantly worse for the Paladins. They push through eventually, like in melee, it seems.
Yeah, they're only whooping them in melee. Let's get them into this formation. Alright, brace up. Killed a few of them.
Yeah, it's taking too many losses there.
Yeah, I got 5 of them, which is that's interesting. So what they have you have the Ironsides on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a little after fight here.
Yeah, you can break formation if you want. Oh, we got one more. Oh, 2! Took 2 with it.
Next up here for testing, we have the Symmachean Paladins, the new men-at-arms. For Doctrines on these guys, I did an Epic Piercing Defense Doctrine to give them 105 more piercing defense. Ironsides, which is a huge Doctrine that this game could possibly get. Obviously, I say again, not definite, but possibly. Increases health by 360, one of the Epic Health Doctrines. The Epic Breakthrough and a piercing damage. Let's see how these guys fare against Stalwarts, some Fortebraccios, and let's see how heavily they can take some Jav Sergeant throws.
With their shields as
Yeah, I just want to make sure they're not getting to the sides here or anything, so I'm going to give them full.
Well, I mean, if they
before.
do. I
Okay.
just to see what they.
Right. Let me put on B now. There we go.
They'll all fan out a little bit.
Taking
No,
some
just because you can see the stun.
Mm-hmm. They're starting to get in there. But they're starting to die too.
Yeah, it's because as it pushes you back, it's kind of pushing you to the side.
Yeah. So I got 10 of you, but they're low though. Like they're hurting. Most of them. Yeah, looks like I guess they took them out.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice.
It
does stun though.
So I'm gonna charge them out of this the F2 formation here. It's typically when how I charge them. Let's see. Pop iron sides. Charge. Alright, so I pop the heal. B.
You're popping your heal. I'll pop my heal.
Yep.
I'll probably break formation now, to be honest.
Yep.
Because you're now just on my sides.
No, I got 10 of mine left.
7. Oop.
Oh, you got one coming at you there.
Yeah, you'll get through them now. Now they're out.
Nice. That's actually a good sign. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bad throw.
This hit. Okay, nice. I got one of them in the red and 7 of them at 75%.
No, that did nothing.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even hit like iron sides or anything either. Oh, that did some good. But I think their block is finally almost broken.
So next up here, guys, we have the Imperial Pikemen, one of the biggest meta units right now in the game. It's similar to that of Stalwarts. So for Doctrines right here, I put piercing defense, increases damage dealt to units, the epic breakthrough, bracing weapon stuns enemies. I thought that would be a good one for them, just because their brace is really weak in our current version, and I think that would give them a little extra. The charge order I would opt to put on these guys if the Doctrine comes into our game, because you could kind of charge into the advance, which I'll show you here. I'm going to show you here them advancing into Stalwarts. Unfortunately, we didn't have all the time in the world to be testing every single unit against every single combination. So this is what I got for you. But I'm probably going to go back on the server and do some more testing. Not going to make another video of it. But if you have questions or comments down below, you can drop those in the comments down below, and I will, if I have the time, I will go test some of those combinations that you want to see and let you know.
Be in this sort of formation and brace?
Yeah, just bracing the F2. Yeah.
Units, assemble.
Try to get the straightest charge possible here.
Get into position. Form up. We will wait here. Attack! All troops advance. Advance.
The biggest damage is how you manage to get around the back.
Yeah. I guess if you want to put them on V, you can. See if they. Looks like the Stalwarts are still winning that battle. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what doctrines have you got on them?
I got the charge one there, the bracing one that I got like some defense, and the one that makes them do more damage, the 80 damage and 120 pen or something.
Next up here for testing, guys, we have the tried and true, the Pike Militia, the 110 leadership unit that performs better than most blue units. This unit I really wanted to test because Pike Militia, I mean, they're just an awesome unit. I wanted to see how, like, the extra damage doctrines worked on the sprint, which I have here. The sprint was awesome. They go up to like a 6.6 speed, super fast to get to their location. I put the charge order doctrine on them. I probably wouldn't put the charge order doctrine on them again. It really didn't bring much value to them because they don't have like an advance like the Imperial Pikes or like, Fortebraccios that are really slow. Maybe it would help with their mobility, get into position. but with the sprint, they were plenty fast to get there. I put the epic breakthrough doctrine on them, and I also put the epic piercing armor penetration doctrine on them, because what Pike Militia really lack compared to other polearm units, other brace units, is armor penetration. And that definitely helped, as you will see here. I tested them with Evo against Paladins, and then we tested them against Condos.
I feel like. Alright, so I'll brace them. They're braced now.
Raise weapons.
They just don't seem to be pushing through any more Paladins in the same way.
Mm.
Yeah, they're just getting stunned. Look at that.
Yep, stun, stun, stun. Wow, are they losing? Pike Militia OP. Holy crap. I mean, that was also, what, that was 10 down on the unit, so, but I mean, even if they traded, that would be pretty crazy. Smash the brace. There it is.
Position. Raise weapons.
So that's the shock attack there? Oh, you got the iron sides?
Yeah, both.
That's all good. We'll just let them do their thing.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I still got 19 left. Ooh, 14 left. Oh, man. Usually condos whoop Pike Militia. Holy crap.
The next up here, guys, I wanted to try the Pavise Crossbowmen. With these doctrines, if we get them, they are a completely different unit. It really is crazy, like how big of a difference that it really, the possible implication of these doctrines would do to Pavise. They get 20% shooting accuracy, increases rate of fire by 23%, double shot, which is really cool. So for 8 seconds, every 60 seconds, they will fire 2 bolts every time they shoot, which is pretty damn crazy. I mean, you got 22 units here, so I mean, within 8 seconds, they probably fire like, 5 or 6 times. That is a lot of bolts flying at the enemy. And then they have, I put the piercing defense doctrine, which would definitely increase their tankiness quite a bit. And then you got the epic crossbow doctrine, which gives them more armor pen and piercing damage. So with the Pavise here, we tried them against Stalwarts, and they actually didn't do too well, which is a little strange. We'll see that. Also, we tried them against the Armiger Lancers and tested out the double shot on a standing unit of Fortebraccios to see how much damage they can really do to a non-shielded unit.
Shoot.
There's a double shot.
They start off really well, these Stalwarts.
Yeah.
They've got the damage.
That block is just insane. Alright, I'm gonna pop the baton bolts now.
Loose.
Yep.
Knock them out.
I thought these had penetrating shot.
Reduces enemies' defenses by 250 for 4 seconds and knocks enemies back.
I thought they naturally had penetrating shot, though, so it hit through shield.
Yeah, no, that's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not. They're on the top line, I know that. Let me try to hit V instead. See if that does anything. Oh man, these Stalwarts are just eating these shots. Holy crap. Try to hit the double shot again. Well done. I think we got our answer there.
Form shield wall.
I'll move them up a little
Black
bit.
shield.
Yeah, I'll move them like right here and then hit 4 once they get set up. There we go.
Oh dear, gosh. That is brutal.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots. Alright, so that is about done. Now we have baton bolts.
Knock them out.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that's good at least. At least Pavise are going to be really whooping some Pike units. I mean, oh, it's just like a T5. I hate when T5 units are like not really all that great, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. No, they are good. It is
Yeah.
good. I'm just surprised about the game. I'm just going to try my armor just one more time since I've got one.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. Sounds good. I'll keep them in the... I'll just put them in the dispersed formation here.
Reset that.
Yep.
Units, assemble.
So the only thing I guess I'll just hit batten bolts. That's it. You're good to go whenever.
Assemble.
I'll get them into, yeah, there you go.
Spread
Into
out
V,
and attack.
batten bolts.
Yeah, the batten bolts are more effective, aren't they?
Yeah, that must be what was doing it for me then. Yeah, they're still getting beat up at this point though.
Shoot.
I'm hitting double shot now. Oh, that did better.
Up here next for testing, guys, we have the Tercio Arquebusiers, a very underpowered unit on our version of the game. They're not a unit that you're really going to bring anywhere. I mean, maybe in Siege to have some fun, but they just really are underwhelming. The Imperial Arquebusiers just overshadow them so much. However, with these doctrines, if they get implicated, they become a completely different unit. I've heard from many of my friends that play the other versions of the game that they are in the meta. So that was very interesting for me to hear, and then being able to test it, it was really cool because they were definitely more accurate with the shooting accuracy of 20%, increases rate of fire by 16%. They shoot super fast. We have the breakthrough doctrine, the epic one. I put sprint on them. I probably wouldn't again. It really, I mean, they moved a little faster, but it probably wasn't worth it. I would have put something else there. And then the piercing defense to obviously reduce range damage. So let's take a look at how they do here against some stalwarts, and then going toe-to-toe in a ranged battle against some jab sergeants.
Yeah,
I want to see how fast they get along with the sprint too. Sorry, I'm gonna hit it like right now.
Pick up the pace.
Oh yeah, they're like
Yeah, the shift.
quicker. And Tercios have that block break too, so.
Yeah, I've got the 400 block doctrine on.
They're starting to do it. Ah, they're breaking block now, a little bit.
Got the self heal, just activated the self heal.
Nice. And they are hitting. They're hitting for this some 3,700 hits. No one died.
Yeah, it's starting to push the back now.
Definitely more accurate. Well, yeah, I'm gonna move them back like a couple feet here. See if
Assemble.
they're still that accurate.
Attack at will.
Yeah, they're still hitting. A couple of them are missing, but that's way more accurate, and they're definitely firing faster. Just looking at like how much time it takes one of them to reload. Yeah, that's quick.
Yeah, they are firing pretty fast.
I'm putting their focus fire mode. See what that does. Yeah, they seem to miss a lot more in the focus fire.
Arm up.
I move them up and then just hit V.
Ready. Attack.
Yeah, they definitely hit better there.
Stand in the way, you'll get javelin to the way.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just gonna put that. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna plop them right there. Alright, they're gonna start shooting. Oof. I still got 14 of them.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
I just tried to start.
I thought I was far enough away. My bad.
Yeah, and that's me out of ammo now. And I had to, can you hit them as they run? Ow, little bit.
Oh, hold on, let me
Assemble.
we send them back to supplier.
Well, it's a horse for a horse.
Oh, yeah, I'll go grab thankfully they give you like 3.
Guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun making this video. I encourage y'all to join my Discord. A link will be down below in the video description and also in the comments down below. I encourage everybody to give their feedback on these doctrines, whether you think it'll be a good thing if they're implicated, a bad thing, or a good thing if they're not implicated. Just your general opinions on this whole thing. I mean, my opinion on it is that it's going to be good for the game. So that's me. I want to hear what you guys think about it. So put that down in the comments below. And a big shout out to Mr. EvoLozGaming for being my testing buddy for this. We had a lot of fun testing these units. In further tests in the future, we will definitely be working together again. So this was a lot of fun. And last but not least, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe. There's going to be a hell of a lot more of these in the future. Thank you, people. I love you. Have a good one.